Welcome once again to our class online, Maths and Physics class, where we teach physics and maths in depth for your understanding. Now we are having a question on the board. That expression says 32 raised to power minus 3 over 5. 32 raised to power minus 3 over 5. So if we go back or kind of have a refresh on what we discussed on the laws of indices, this is the law that has negative power. And in that, if you refer to that video or you watch it again, we said in that video or in that class that negative power means reciprocal. So the first thing that will come to your mind when you have this kind of question is to find the reciprocal of what is raised to a negative power. Now, in this case, we have 32 raised to a negative power. That one will tell us instantly that it is going to be 1 all over 32. All brackets. Then the power will now become positive because the negative has done its work in making it 1 all over 32. So when we have this, what do? 1 raised to this power is the same thing as writing 1, because any 1 that is raised to any power is going to be 1, because if we say root 5 of 1 is 1, raised to power 3 is going to be 1, because 1 raised to any power is equal to 1. Okay, now we have 32. We also said in one of the laws that when fraction is raised to a power or raised to a power, it means that the power is for both the numerator and the denominator. So, and you will also remember that when we said that, we also said when a power is raised to a fraction. You remember our video where we dealt on fractional indices. That is the situation that we are having in this place. Look at it. It's going to be 32 all raised to power 3 over 5. So this one is now the fractional indices, one of the laws that we treated some time ago. How did we say we are going to interpret this? We said that when a number is raised to a fraction, what you are actually dealing with is roots. So in this case, we are going to have 1 all over roots. So how do we represent that? We said the other time during that video or during that class that the denominator becomes the root. So here we are going to be having root 5. Then we bring in the number into the root sign. Then all this will be raised to power 3. That is what we said. So if you remember, then we now have 1 all over. What is the fifth root of 32? The fifth root of 32 is 2. Or will be raised to now 3. Fifth root of 32, 2. Now this power will still come down. So we now have 1 all over 2 raised to power 3. How did we discover, how did we know that the fifth root of 32 is 2? In that class we were also dealing with that fractional indices. I told you that the root of a number is the number that you multiply the number of times equivalent to the roots to get that number. A number that you will multiply the number of times equivalent to the roots to get that number. If you check 2, if you multiply 2 into 5 places, it's going to give you 32. 2 into 5 places will give you 32. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. So the fifth root of 32 is 2. So raised to this power. And that will give us 1 all over what? 2 into power 3, or 2 raised to the power of 3. That is 2 into 3 places multiplied. 2 times 2, 4. Times another 2, 8. So we now have 1 all over 8. That means 32 raised to power minus 3 over 5 is the same thing as, or equal to 1 over 8. If you follow the procedures, we have just said 32 raised to the power of minus 3 over 5 is a reciprocal indices. What you do is You change this one to the reciprocal, which is 1 over 32. Instead of 32 over 1, it will turn. The denominator takes the place of the numerator, and the numerator takes the place of the denominator. 1 over 32 is now the answer, or equivalent to this. But the power now changes from negative to positive, 3 over 5. So when we have that, this number raised to this fraction is still going to give us 1. So with this, when you have a power that is covering everything in a bracket, that is when you have a fraction, then 1 raised to this is 1. This now will now be raised to 3 all over 5. So if we have that, based on what we discussed, that when you have a fractional indices, you are dealing with roots. And that is how this one converts to roots. So the fifth root of 32, all raised to power 3. That is what we have here. The fifth root of 32 is 2, all raised to power 3. And 1 over 2 raised to power 3 becomes 1 over 8. That is how we are going to stop. And just try, practice a lot of questions. Follow this our page, like and comment, and share this video please, for others to benefit as well. Thank you for watching.